Facebook has 2 billion active users. 2 billion with a B. Let's look at it like this. A football stadium can hold 100,000 persons. Now think about 20,000 arenas and put them all together. And that's the size of Facebook. Are you effectively tapping into that? This video will show you how. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Deval Saunders, aka Saunders Boy. This video will show you how to create your Facebook cover photo. This video is for music artists, entrepreneurs with a digital product, and personal coaches. You may ask yourself, is this video important to me? Well, if you are a music artist and you want to stay connected and active with your followers, then this video is for you. If you are an entrepreneur and you want to be able to push out your product, your digital product, to your followers and build a following, build an audience, this video is for you. If you are a life coach or a personal coach and you are trying to establish yourself and build your brand and an audience, then definitely this video is for you. Okay guys, so before we get started, show your boy some love. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. And let's jump into the demo. Hey guys, so yes, this is my Facebook account. Now a few things we're going to go over on how to create and format a Facebook cover. If you can look at my cover, you would see that I have a clear picture of myself. So that's one thing. Another thing that I suggest is having some kind of statement, some kind of objective or whatever you stand for right at the top of the page. All right. And then last thing is, well, two other things. Make sure you have your name and also how a person can contact you. So if you look, I have my Facebook page, my Facebook fan page, my Instagram, and my website. You don't want to say too much because Facebook is about socializing. So you don't want to say too much on this page. Now, if you have a fan page, you can direct all of this traffic to your fan page, and there you can list things like what you do, your profession, that kind of stuff. So a few things you should have on your Facebook cover. Your picture, a clear picture of yourself, what you stand for, your name, and also like your contacts. So your website, your Instagram, Facebook. If you have a fan page, make sure that's important on there so you can direct all of the traffic, all of your audience to your fan page. Also guys, you want to make sure when you are designing your Facebook cover that it's mobile friendly. So if I show you my mobile, you can see that it looks almost the same as my Facebook page on my desktop. So that's what you want to achieve. So let's jump in to the software we're going to use to make the Facebook cover photo. Okay guys, so this is the software that I use to make the Facebook photo cover page. So let's go guys. So this is called Snapper, and in Snapper I design Facebook cover photos, I design YouTube thumbnails, YouTube banners, flyers. You can do a whole lot in Snapper. I'm going to leave a link down below in the description if you want to go on and check it out for yourself. It's a free software, so you don't have to pay anything up front. You can use it for free. Only when you start to go in the advanced stages, you would want to probably purchase, but it's a free software to try out and it's great, very easy. So let's jump in. All right guys, let's get it. So first thing we want to do is go down to where it says Facebook cover photo. All right, and here it is. Once we click on that, this page comes up. Now as you can see, there are many different templates that you can choose from, and you can, by all means, you can look through them and use them if you wish. I'm just one, I just love to create my own. So I like to create from scratch. So let's do one from scratch. So we click create from scratch. And so this page comes up. Now this white area is the safe zone. Safe zone meaning if we were to scale down to a mobile device, that white area will still be viewable. If we pass that, if we go out to the desktop only, that's the area that only a desktop can view. So if you're viewing this on a desktop, that's the area that you'll be able to see too as well. If you're viewing it on a tablet or on a phone, the white space is what you'll be able to see. So we're going to really focus on that white space, okay? So what I like to do first of all is make sure that you have a photo available before you start. Make sure you have a good photo of yourself available so that you can pull into this, okay? Now, we're going to start with a background color, or we even start with even a background. So what I will do first of all, I'll pull in my picture that I'm going to use for myself so I can scale it, okay? So you hit graphics, you hit uploads, and then you hit upload an image. All right, once you get to upload an image, then you find wherever you have your picture, you find that. Okay, I'm going to find mine. So when you click on it, it uploads it into your library, and then it appears on the side. And then for it to appear on the picture, you just double click on it. Once you double click on it, it drops. I just pulled this picture from my library. This was not a picture I wanted to use, but I'm going to use it anyway. I'm going to make it work for this example. Okay, so once I have my picture, I'm going to make sure that this picture stays, especially my face, stays in this white area. Okay, and I'll pull it to scale it to make it a bit bigger and move it around just to stay in this section. Now you can put this picture in the left or right side. It's really up to you. But make sure you leave the center area a bit open. All right, especially for mobile devices. So I like to put the picture on the left and then put the text on the right. Okay, but you can actually reverse that around if you wish. So right now my picture is there. Now I want a background. Now what you can do, either you can have a plain background or you can have a design. So let's go to backgrounds. Once we go to backgrounds, let's try and let's use, for this example, I'm going to say that I'm a life coach. So a life coach is all about happiness. So I'm going to say what makes people happy. Let's say a party. Let me see if they have a party that I can select that looks like fun. Let's go with the balloons. All right, so with this example, we're going to use this background. So once you were to pull that background in, this is how it looks. What we can do as well is tone the background down a bit so it's not as visible. So when we start to drop text on the background, you can actually see the text. All right, so what we can do is drop a color on the background. So we go to shapes, and then we click on the square. Once we do that, we drag the square right to the end, right to the corner, and then we pull that square straight down so we get to the bottom, and then we pull it straight across to the end. Make sure and you use your scroll to the bottom and make sure you're at the end. So make sure and scroll straight to the end. Okay, so once you're there, once you've done that, this button up to the top that says move layer back, you want to move this gray back in the back of your picture. Okay, so if I click this once, you see my picture pops out because I want that in the back of my picture. I don't want that in the front, I want it in the back of my picture. But I want it in the front of the background. So now it's in the front of the background, and how I make my background pop out or visible, if you look to the bottom where it says effects, it's at 100. So if I start to scale this back, now you see the background starts to pop out. All right, so I can scale it down a bit more I think that's about good. Okay. So we have our basic image starting to come together. Now what I would do is to make my picture look just a bit more designed. Either I can put some kind of frame around it, or let's go with a frame for now. So how I would put a frame, go to shapes, and if you look here, there's a square. Either use a square or the rectangle, either one. Once that pops here, you put it on the edges of your picture, and you pull it and just put it right to the edges of your picture, just like a picture frame. Now we need to change the frame's color. Okay, so what we want to do is you can change the frame for now to a white color. So first you would click on the color patch in border, and then you would choose or select white, and that actually changes the color of your frame. So this is now coming together. You can pull it a bit tighter just to make sure that the frame is a bit tighter on your picture. Don't worry about being able to see through the frame. That's only how it looks for now, but once you actually download it, all that shadow in the background goes away. So if I didn't want to see all of that happening in the back of me, what I would tend to do is, because not like you can see that window in the back of me and all that kind of stuff, if I wanted to change that, but because this is Facebook, it's okay to leave that stuff in there because it makes the picture look more real. So you can leave it, or you can doctor that out by putting another layer across that or something like that. But this is okay because this is Facebook, so we can leave that in there for now. And so let's just say we want to go with that white picture frame. So going back to the beginning, a few things we said was important for the Facebook cover photo. One is a picture of yourself. Two is probably some kind of banner with some kind of mission statement or whatever you stand for. So let's just say I create my small banner. So go to shapes, go to rectangle, pull that up, pull it across, and this is the area that I'm going to put my mission statement, or like I say, whatever I stand for, what I'm trying to accomplish. What I'm going to also do, guys, I'm going to also change the color of this background to give me a bit more color. So once I were to click on the background itself, I'm going to change it from that gray, and because my balloons are yellow and orange and white, let me just try to see how white looks. If I click on white, it changes it to white, and then I scale it back just to make it a bit darker. I like how white looks, so I'll scale it just a little bit, just give it a cloudy look. And then up top where I have my statement, I'm gonna make this like a more of a transparent color. So once I were to click on that, right now it's solid because it's set to 100, but I'm gonna pull that back to give it a more of a transparent kind of look. Okay, so in this frame, I'm going to drop my text. So here's my text. I'm going to use the middle subheading. Once you click on that area, it drops down. And then you double click on it to actually edit the text. So my text will say, first of all, I know this is going to be too big, so I'll scale it down by just decreasing the size of the font. And then I'm going to say, my mission is to make as many people happy as possible. Okay, and then I'll scale it down a bit more till it fits the box. You just have to work along with it till it fits the box perfectly. Okay. Work with the sides. You just keep bringing in your sides until everything fits in the box. This can be on 2 levels as well. It doesn't have to be on 1 level. So right now I'm going to increase it so it can actually go to 2 different levels. Just so, because you always want your text, all of your text, you always want your text to be readable, guys. So remember that. Okay. And now I'm going to change my text to a different color. I'm going to change it to a white. So click on the color patch, click on white, and then also I'm going to change the font design. I want it to be a sort of a curly kind of design. Some kind of script, which is that. I'll go with that one. Okay. Pull it over a bit because you always want everything to be centered to some extent. Okay. If you want to put some type of shadow behind the text as well, you can by just highlighting the text, double clicking, highlighting the text, and you go down to where it says blur, and if you start to click on it to increase the blur, you'll see once you were to come off it, you'll see there start to be a blur behind your text. That makes it pop out as well on the page. Okay. And then in this area here, this is where you would put all of your information. Like I said earlier, you want to put your emails, you want to put if you have Instagram, if you have a Facebook, and also possibly a website. So we drop another box in this area. So you go to shapes, go to square again, and try and line up your squares. So you want the top rectangle to be probably the same dimensions as the bottom one, just to keep everything uniform. Pull it down. All right. Now, like I mentioned, this area right here, you want to make sure that this is clear, because when you go down to mobile devices, it pulls another picture of yourself in this area. I don't know if you remember how my picture looked, but it pulls another profile picture in this area, so this is covered. So it doesn't make sense putting any information right here. Okay, so make sure you stay away from the middle section. All right, and we're going to do the same thing with this. We're going to make this transparent. So let me see what level I had here. I'm just going to adjust it. So I'm going to adjust click on the box again, and then click on right here, the section, and then you drag it down until the area that you want, until you can see through it. All right, or how much ever level you want to be able to see, or how much ever you want to be able to see. Okay, this all is a preference thing, or however you want it to look, you go for that look. Okay, and once you've done that, then we go back up to the top, and now we want to put text in there. So click on text, then we click on the add a subheading, pull that in the area that you want it, downsize it a bit, and then you go to designing. So let's just say I want to use, let's look for the orange kind of text for this area. Since we have orange balloons, white balloons, and yellow balloons, you could always pull those colors into your design as well. So whatever your background colors are, or whatever colors you even have on or whatever colors you like. Probably try to use 2 to 3 colors. Don't try to use too many colors because it starts to look too crazy. So try to use 2 to 3 colors. So since my background has yellow, orange, and white balloons, I want to stay in those colors. Okay? So I'll use this text heading here, and I'll start to put you can put your Facebook fan page, and you can put your link to that. You can always downsize this as well. You want to downsize this so it fits. And also too, what you can add in is icons. Alright, so if I click on graphics, and also if I go over to icons and I put in Facebook, since you want a Facebook icon, and hit search. Then this brings up some icons. So either you can look for one that has your colors in it already, or some you can change the color. So let's say for instance if I select this first one and that drops in. Once I were to click on that, all I have to do is resize this, pull my text over, and resize this to drop an icon right in front of that. And like I said, you can always go and change your font type, or whatever type of font you are looking for, you can change your font type. So let's just say if you had a Instagram, so you go back up, first of all again, go to graphics, go to icons, type in Instagram, hit search, and then you can pull in another icon from Instagram. Let's use this one because this one is a popular one, and then we size it down. And like I say guys, some of these icons you would have to go through them, but some of them you could actually change the color on the icons to fit your color scheme. So I know a few of those Facebook icons you can go in and you would have been able to change it to like an orange or a gray or whatever, but you just have to go through and find them. Alright, so once you would have put that, then we drop another text box. Downsize that. You could also see which font and color you were using too. And you could also copy the color as well. So if you don't want to remember the color, you can just click on this box in here, highlight it, right click, copy, and remember the size 29, and then go here, click on your other text, highlight this, right click, paste, and it changes the color, and then take this up to 29. Okay, so you have the same size and you have the same color, and then you go back up and you change this as well, and you line your text up. And you put your link in for Instagram. So you would do this also for, like I said, your Facebook, Instagram. If you have a website, is good. So the last thing I would say to put in is a website. So you go back up to the same thing, graphics, icons, and put in website, and then see what comes up. Hit search and then see what comes up. So you can use any one of these. So let's go with this one to represent your website. Downsize it. And I'm going to show you a shortcut to actually get this text into without having to create another text box. Once you click on the text box, if you were to hit Control C on the computer, Control C, and then you click Control V, and as you see, it copies it and pastes it. Control C, then Control V on your keyboard, and it gives you the same thing. Okay, and then you just edit it. So if this is your website, whatever your website link may be, you put that in there. Okay, now you can add like your logo to the bottom here. If you had a logo, you can probably add a logo to the bottom in this area. You can add a logo in this area here. But just be careful, like I said, of this area, because this area won't be visible. Now you can go back in and fancy it up. Once you have all of the necessities in place, then you can go back and you can add frames to these sections. You could add any more colors. You can add a number of other designs to it, but you need these things down. So you need your picture, some kind of mission statement up to the top, or what you stand for, what you are trying to accomplish, and then you would need your contacts and information in there as well to the bottom. And like I said, if you have a logo already. All right, so this is how it normally should look. They have a toggle button to the top, a Facebook toggle safe zone. So if you click on that, if you see up the top here, if you click on it, this actually gives you how it would look on the screen. If you look at it, it will show you how it would look on Facebook. Okay, so everything pops out. You click on it again, it shows you the safe zones. Click on it again, and takes the safe zones out, so you see how it look on the site. All right, so like I said, you can add, at this point you can add more or you can take away. Hey guys, don't forget, help your boy out. If you are getting value from this video, please give your boy that thumbs up. Subscribe down below and turn on your notifications so you will see our videos. Okay, so if you wanted to add anything else, you can at this point. So from here we would save. You go up to the top and click on the pen. Give it a name, whatever name you wish it to have. So this is Facebook cover photo. And once you put that name in, hit enter. It saves that name. And you come over here to save. Click on save. And then you would save it for whatever it is. You won't have these folders that you're seeing, because these folders are my folders that I've created. So you would have to create your own folders by just going to new. If you want it in a folder, you don't have to put it in a folder. So I'll put mine in my Facebook folder and hit save. And now that's saved in my profile on Snapper. Snapper is a great software, like I said before. Very easy to use, very user friendly. And once I've saved it, I would actually hit download and web optimized JPEG. And what you will see, it'll download this whole entire picture down in a file right here. Now guys, if you want Snapper, I will leave a link in the description down below. If you click on that link, it'll take you straight to Snapper. Now I have to tell you, I am an affiliate for Snapper, which means that I make a small commission if you were to click on my link. That's why I'm trying to provide you as much value as possible. Okay? I'm trying to provide you as much value as possible. So if you want to use this particular editor, you can use my link and it'll take you directly to Snapper, where you can use the software for free. It's a free sign up. Everything is free until you decide to go more in depth with the software. But you can use it for free for a long period of time. Okay, but it's a great software, especially for persons who are beginning and who don't have a budget to spend on designers. You can come straight to Snapper and design everything you need for your online profile. So once you would have the photo downloaded, we would go back into our Facebook. and where up here where it says update photo, update cover photo, we would click on that and select a photo. Okay, now I'm not going to do that right now because I already have a photo here. Once you download that photo, you come in here and you click on select a photo, and it goes to another part where you actually upload your photo, and you'll see a button that says upload. And once you upload it, it pops it right into here. It's very easy once you get to this point. Alright guys, so that's it. This is what it takes to make a Facebook cover photo. Take care.